Who was she? Are her boobs okay?
I'm still trying to piece that together.
Davis, phone in. Hello, my name is Cliche Manifestation of a Midlife Crisis, and by the end of this episode, I'll have stolen your lunch money. All I need now is a Skull and Crossbones t-shirt and a sidekick called Biff or Chunkers. Wish my school bullies looked like this, to be honest. Instead, they just told all the girls they'd get AIDS if they talked to me and make fun of me for installing Quake on the library computer. It's fucking Quake! Anyway, let's see them make fun of me now that I'm all grown up and mature. Fucking doo-doo heads. Welcome back to Davey Phones It In, a show where I decide if a game is good or shit by only playing 15 minutes of it. With all the excitement surrounding the upcoming installment of Resident Evil, aptly titled Resident Evil It because it's the 8th one, I thought we'd take a look at the most beloved title in the series, Resident Evil Revelations. 15-minute timer set. One extra note is I won't be counting cutscenes as part of the gameplay here, or there are many, and they're worth discussing on their own. Let's go.
Resident
Hey, he's back. For those unfamiliar, this ominous voice yells the name of the series in practically every Resident Evil start screen.
Resident Evil. Resident Evil. Resident Evil.
Resident Evil DS.
Who was that last one? Come on, Carl, pick it up. As far as voice acting gigs go, I doubt it pays the bills, though there's probably only one guy that can really do it. I bet he was really trying to make ends meet when they called him up for this one.
Capcom, is that you?
Hey buddy, we're making another one. Can you make it to the studio?
Yes.
I mean, with a voice like that, jobs are probably few and far between, but he'll be alright. He can do the convention circuits where he can charge $10 a pop for a meet and greet.
Hi, pleasure to meet you. Can I sign an autograph for you, maybe?
Just say the line.
What?
Just say the fucking line.
Resident Evil.
Anyway, this bit won't die, kind of like a zombie, so let's move on. We open up on a boat in the middle of the ocean, where we are introduced to our main protagonist, Jill Valentine Tits first. Not the usual way to meet someone, though I guess if your breasts were large enough, they'd probably be the first thing that people are introduced to if you, say, walked around a corner. Why am I trying to justify this? We learn quickly that Jill and her partner, a weirdly larval result of a fuckboy sesh between Russell Crowe and Norman Reedus, are looking for a big boat in search of longtime Resident Evil Boulder antagonist, Chris Redfield. Oh, there it is. Good thing we find that or there'd be no game. Let's climb aboard, baby! Oh. Big scary bell. Oh, there it is! Alright, here we go. Well, you failed the first test, Resident Evil Revelations. Not a good start.
Ugh, it smells like rotting flesh.
No shit. What the fuck? It smells like hat. Despite Jill stating the obvious, everything you initially want from a Resident Evil is here. Scary spooky times, dark corridors, mangled marine mutants that look like a piranha gave birth to an obese person's toes, and music to clap your ass cheeks to. Clap once, I mean. So you can clench. Cause it's spooky. All that's thrown out the window though at the end of this sequence when you're treated to a frankly astonishing bit of exposition.
It took a full 11 years to finish constructing the world's first Aquapolis, the floating city of Terra Grigia, a sustainable metropolis operating on a massive solar energy matrix. In 2004, a terrorist group opposing the city's development launched a bioterrorist attack. They not only released a virus, but also several creatures known as bioorganic weapons, further complicating the situation. Realizing the need for immediate and decisive action, Supreme Local Headquarters issued the order to use the city's solar energy matrix on itself. Media outlets around the world began to refer to the incident as the Terra Grigia Panic.
You know Resident Evil, the series where you start off creeping around an old mansion and get to where a city's been both built and destroyed before you even get to play the game. Some say the series got goofy around Resident Evil 4, but this game is peak Resident Evil insanity, and I think that's a good thing? Also, if you think 4 was weird, did you even play Code Veronica? Check this shit out.
Are you ready for dinner? First, we take off the dragonfly's wings. And then we put them in a bowl of ants.
That's taken straight from the game. Anyway, let's continue. Following this batshit piece of groundwork, we're invited to a brief playable flashback of events that took place before Jill went searching for Chris. Only this time, instead of fighting monsters, you're invited to take pictures of big fat blobs on the beach to study later. Kinda like your dad did when your mum wasn't looking on one of those holiday trips to Spain. Fortunately, there's a few familiar faces out here. Look, there's your mum. I can tell by looking at her underside.
I'm getting something from inside it.
Careful now.
Don't worry, I've done this before.
You've done this before. I mean, I've had experience in this too, but not since college.
That smell must have ruptured from gas.
That happened to me in college too. All in all, this segment acts as a tutorial for your new device known as the Genesis, which you'll use to find ammo and key items throughout the game. It's a more lackadaisical affair and acts as a brief respite from the horror. Kinda like a wank in a bathroom during a hostage situation. Alright, back in the boat. Let's go look for Chris. Oh, there we go. Found him.
Chris!
Wait, why did they take his shirt off? I mean, I've heard of keeping an eye on your enemy, but don't ogle them.
All right, bastard. Let's see what we got here.
Oh. Oh my. All right, let's go find a key for that door. Oh. Oh my God. Oh.
Who was she? Are her boobs okay?
I'm still trying to piece that together.
Resident Evil can't decide what it's trying to make me, scared or horny. I can't do both. Well, I can, but let's not talk about that. The confusing mix of scares and skimpy bodysuits make me feel like I'm on some sort of boob-themed roller coaster ride. And don't get me started on the completely unrealistic expectations for women's bodies in this game. Absolutely shocking. All right, I'm coming. I got the key.
We gotta help Chris.
I got the key. All right, I got the key. I got the key. Here we go.
Chris! Chris?
Wait. Wait. How long did this dummy take to make? Where did they find the time to mold a completely accurate model of their hostage? This implies that not only did they have to put him in a cast for God knows how long, but they also had to paint it and put actual human hair on it. To what end? For this tiny trap? What kind of mileage did they think they were going to get out of this? I don't know. Maybe this guy was going to take it home for himself once he let Chris go. I can't get over that. Thank God. That is 15 minutes. Well, what have we done today? Quite a lot, actually. We've witnessed the building and destruction of an entire city, creeped around a cool ocean liner, taken pictures of fatties on the beach, and admired a 1-to-1 scale, meticulously detailed papier-mâché replica of one of our friends. I've heard of making friends, but not like this. I'll be honest with you, I've played through this game a long time ago and I thoroughly enjoyed it, and playing it for this brief moment has me excited to play through it again. I mean, sure, it can get corny, but it's good corny. What Resident Evil hasn't been corny? Anyway, you really do get a full sampling of everything Resident Evil has to offer as a series in this game alone. A genuinely suspenseful, terrifying and sinister environment, nerve-wracking gunplay, amazing creature design, awesome puzzles, genuinely unnerving lore told to you through diaries and notebooks, and some really goofy-ass characters with ridiculous hair. Yeah, the game is episodic in format, and some sections are a little lackluster in terms of what they offer compared to others, but overall, I think this game deserves a very healthy 8 out of 10. And I bet you weren't expecting that. And that's the end of another Davey Phones It In. As ever, please subscribe and check out this stuff right here. I'm gonna go make an extremely lifelike model of myself and cut a hole in it. See you later.
I didn't write any lyrics to this song, cause David, ooh, David, oh, David's phoning it in.